Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Talking Wrestling. And today I am joined by
Gregory Kramer.
Order unboxings.
And for the first topic, I thought we will talk about Diamond Dallas Page being misused in WWE.
Yeah, I didn't like his gimmick. WWE stalking Sarah, Undertaker's ex-wife. It was kind of dumb. And after that, they didn't really use him a lot.
Yeah, I had to agree with that. Bring him in with being a stalker of Sarah, that was just plain stupid. And say that wasn't Diamond Dallas Page at all.
No, that was WWE.
I think they should have kept him with a similar character as what he had in WWE or WCW.
Yeah.
Instead of making a new character where he's a stalker.
Uh-huh.
Or since he was positive in real life, why not brought him in and do and straight off doing the positively Diamond Dallas Page gimmick that he had after the stalking or stalker's gimmick.
Yep.
I think he would have got over, or at least more over in WWE if he just had being more or less being himself.
Correct.
What do you think, Patrick?
I really didn't watch. Well, I have seen a little bit of WCW, but yeah, I think they should have kept his character the same, like you said, from WCW.
I'm not sure if Patrick will have anything or much to say as for this topic as well. What do you think of the Von Erichs?
I like them. But it's a shame they all killed themselves and did.
Besides Kevin.
Yeah, there's only one living. But they were talented, but they had issues.
And say, I had to agree they were very talented. It's just too bad they couldn't get over their issues.
Yeah, WWE did a really great job making a documentary of them, and the other one, Big Vision, but they were both good documentaries.
I just don't need to get that, so
it's a recommend.
I just wish that David could have stayed alive long enough to win the World Championship and being able to defend it.
Yeah.
And say, because I don't think Kerry would have handled it being a world champion because of him being a bad businessman.
Yeah.
The way Jerry Lawler and multiple others said he was a bad businessman. He wouldn't show up on time and everything else.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on GTV that they had during the Attitude Era?
Kind of dumb.
To me, that's the worst thing that they did. Because it's just showing too personal type of stuff during the GTV type of segment.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Molly Holly with Hurricane?
No comment.
And say for me, they wasn't really that good of a pair anyway, but so they should just kept them separate.
Yeah.
Because Molly was great on her own, and so was Hurricane.
Correct.
This next topic, Patrick should be able to answer. What's your thoughts on James Ellsworth?
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, Gregory can go first.
I give him a lot of credit. I met him in person. He was a nice guy to me. He was not meant for WWE.
To me, he was more meant for independent wrestling.
Yeah.
And he screwed Dean Ambrose at
Correct.
TLC. But the same going off of what Donnie's saying, what do you think his relationship with Grimm is like on GTS?
Say if you're talking about GTS business wise, then I would say it's okay for business, but personally, I think it's just all character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Say because I just think that James is just doing that for character, just for like views.
Yeah. He's a nice guy in person. I met him another time, but his ego's a little too big now. I'm like, you're a former WWE superstar. No one knows who you are now.
Yep. And he got all that with Carmella and all that, and Daniel Bryan, and now he's a nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And say, I don't think WWE could have used him any better than what they did anyway. Because he's more for independent wrestling.
Yeah.
He's not meant for a stage or as big of a stage as WWE is.
Yep. He was never a champion.
Almost a champion if Dean Ambrose counted the pinfall. But
yeah.
Yeah, but did he really deserve the championship opportunity?
No.
No. What's your opinion of the Lions Den match?
I have to take a pass on that.
And say, if you know that NXT did something kind of similar to it with Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, that match, okay.
But it's not exactly like that. It's more of a cage. It's more of a cage with a bottom of it being a round shaped of for the ring of more or less. It's kind of like a shaped of a cone, but I don't like it myself. But there's not really much to say about it. It's just they didn't really have that many great matches for the Lions Den match. What's your thoughts on the WWF/E ice cream sandwiches?
I haven't tried them yet.
I never tried the new ones, but the older ones, they were pretty good, I have to say. It comes with a tattoo or a cardboard box. You can cut out the wrestler and use it for something.
And say, I just don't care for what they are calling them now. They're not calling them ice cream sandwiches. They're calling them WWE ice cream cookies. They're not ice cream cookies.
Yeah.
They're ice cream sandwiches.
And why didn't they come out with ice cream bars like CM Punk wanted?
Who knows?
That's WWE for you.
And say, what's your thoughts on Mama Benjamin?
Oh, Benjamin. Oh, God.
Kind of embarrassing.
Yep,
I
same.
know it's a gimmick and stuff, but kind of embarrassing.
And say, I had to agree. Plus, why does Sean even need this or his mama?
Yeah.
He was fine on his own.
Uh-huh.
Why would he really need his mama, per se? When everybody knows that wasn't his real mama.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are some of the worst and best title runs in your opinion?
Best title runs is probably Triple H in 2002, 2003, probably, and not 2016.
That's a hard one. So I can't think of any.
Me, for the best, I would have to agree with Greg Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship in 2002 to 2003.
Yep.
Now, worst, I would have to say anything with the Spirit Squad would have to be worse because they wasn't really. There's only maybe 2 good members out of the whole group, for my opinion, and they really didn't defend them all that much. What's your thoughts on the Brood?
Very good group. They were
I'm screwed.
yeah, they were very like you never seen before.
And say, of course, they had the new Brood of the Hardys, but it was not as good as when it was Edge and Christian.
Yeah. It wasn't the same with Matt and Hardy, the Hardy Boys.
I assume you had no comment on that, Patrick.
No, but I can get into the Hardy Boys if you want.
Well, the next one is kind of in with that, kind of, but not exactly. What's your thoughts on the Edge and Lita live set celebration?
I didn't watch this live. I seen it on YouTube on the network.
Yeah, me too.
But this is before the PG era. But I gotta take a pass on that. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, I seriously can't think of it either because then you have John Cena and then I think you had Ric Flair and then the next week on Raw they had a TLC match for the title. That was sort of building it up.
It was a great segment, along with it was the highest segment in Raw history for a while up to that point. It's just knowing that at least some kids were watching at the time. That might have been taking this slight too far.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
What's your thoughts on the Edge and John Cena feud?
I loved it.
Great.
Same as well as he had like starting with like Mick Foley costing him the Edge of the championship. Of course, eventually feuding with Mick Foley, then going back into it with John, and then you had Cena throwing Edge in the that ocean. You had the TLC match at Unforgiven. You along with multiple other matches that they had. All great matches that they had within this feud.
Yep.
What about Edge's feud with Undertaker? What's your thoughts?
Another good one.
Yup. I especially loved the TLC match that sort of ended Undertaker's run at the time in 2008 at, I think, Extreme Rule, One Night Stand. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Edge matches?
Favorite Edge matches? There's been so many. I gotta say the one at ECW One Night Stand 2006. Tag team with Mick Foley.
Now, even though he lost this match, I'm gonna say Unforgiven 2006.
I had to say WrestleMania 26 with Mick Foley. The hardcore match.
Yeah.
Yep. I especially love that match. That's on like one of my top 5 matches to watch.
Because this WrestleMania 22 against Mick Foley is the match that really helped Edge get to the next level where he needed.
Correct.
So really, this would have to be the best match for Edge. Yep. At least in his singles career.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on the Owen Hart versus Bret Hart feud?
Classic. Brother versus brother. Doesn't get no better like that.
And say, to me, this is the best brother against brother feud that is in wrestling history. Because there was more chemistry between Owen and Bret than there was between Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. And they lived it. They talked about it on the Hart family DVD.
And they also talked about it on the timeline, I think.
Yeah. They even took it to the streams where at the family table they would sit on the opposite ends. If they see each other, they would not even talk to each other.
Yeah. They lived it.
What's your thoughts on the rumor that the game gimmick was originally intended for Owen Hart?
I never heard that before, so
you're saying Triple H's gimmick was meant for Owen Hart? I never heard that before.
Me either.
Say, yeah, it was stated that the game gimmick was supposed to be for Owen Hart, but it never came to be. And Triple H supposed to stole it from that idea.
Mm-hmm.
When Triple H turned that statement down, saying that it was never intended for Owen Hart. It was he thought of it on the fly. Because Wrestling Rampage was asked this one question before, and I'm going to approach the same thing that Tommy said. How do you do the game gimmick? Because that was more of a nickname for Triple H over a gimmick.
Yeah.
Say, how do you do the game as a gimmick? Have them bring out like a board game?
I got it.
What's your thoughts on the Owen Hart Dark Side of the Ring episode?
It was well done.
Yes, it was.
That and the Benoit one, I really enjoyed. They're my top 2.
I've never seen Dark Side of the Ring, but after the DVD Freak did the Benoit episode Aftermath, I actually watched that and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, I actually enjoyed the whole series of the Dark Side of the Ring, but I think the Chris Benoit and Owen Hart is the best 2 episodes of the entire series.
Yeah.
But if I pick my favorite, it would have to be the Owen Hart. When do you think Owen Hart should became world champion?
Probably like 1994.
Yeah, when I think the cage match happened, I think he should have became world champion and then defended against Brett.
Me, I think what they should have done was had one in the steel cage match against Brett, and then have Owen keep on winning until WrestleMania 11, and have him another match with Brett where Brett would win that match and then get the championship back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And say I stated this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I honestly think that Shawn Michaels is partially to blame for the tragedy of Owen Hart. Because if you think about it, Shawn always had to been on top in 98 and 99. And if Owen could have been himself after Brett left in 97, he could have been a bigger star after Brett left. And could have been at least world champion at that time. And when Shawn eventually left, he could have kind of filled the void at that time. Would you agree with that statement?
My theory with the Owen Hart, I think Stone Cold had to do a little bit of it, and not when Owen Hart broke Stone Cold's neck at SummerSlam.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
So I think the blame, I think Stone Cold really did it, but who knows? No one's not saying a word.
Me, I think Shawn did it, but because Stone Cold wasn't really putting in the blame on Owen, it was an accident. The only blame that Stone Cold was really doing is not for Owen not coming up and apologizing to him. At least through a phone call.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
That's the only way I can think of Stone Cold holding kind of a grudge for not getting an apology from Owen. But besides that, I don't think Stone Cold is partially to blame. I think it was Shawn because of his way he was at the time.
True.
All the time, at the time, he was always had to be on top. He was on the drugs and everything else. So, and say he didn't change his life until like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on commentators saying, at least in WWE, that it's the NXT stars' first time in WWE instead of saying that it counting their first time being in NXT? Because NXT is owned by WWE, so therefore it also counts, or at least I count it as being part of WWE.
I guess it's kind of stupid. That's all.
Because take Keith Lee for example. They said when he made his Raw debut, you heard commentators say that it's his first match in WWE. or for Payback, they said it's his first pay-per-view match in WWE.
No.
It's not. It's not technically his first pay-per-view match in WWE or his first match in WWE. It's just his first match on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was always in WWE, but NXT.
And say NXT is owned by WWE, so therefore they should count his first match as or his first WWE match being his first or his first match in NXT.
Yeah, because they said, well, they probably said this, but why would you not count? I think they said he's a former North American champion, so that's technically a match in NXT.
And he's
champion. They even said that he's a former NXT champion. So, and that's still a match in WWE because NXT is owned by WWE.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your thoughts on the Iconic split?
I guess good. If they want to go single run, but it really never, like, it was not. It wasn't a loss.
Nope, it wasn't. And now I don't have to hear iconic. That stupid catchphrase.
Me, because I've seen Vincent Massey's Peyton Royce as a single star over a tag team competitor. And quite honestly, I see Peyton Royce as a single star over a tag team competitor.
Yeah.
Billie Kay, I see her as a tag team competitor. So what I would suggest to WWE is put Billie Kay into another tag team, but keep Peyton Royce as a single star.
Yep.
What's your opinion of Dominic Mysterio getting an opportunity at the WWE Championship?
Too fast. It's too fast.
Yeah, because wasn't the thing advertised Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins on Raw?
Yes, but the problem is Rey Mysterio got injured in the match the night before in the tag team match.
Okay.
They said that on Raw.
Yeah, way too fast.
And say, for me, if it's like 6 months to a year after he started his wrestling business or wrestling career, I can see it, but not this quick. Knowing that it's just a week and a day after he just had his first match.
Yeah.
And like, don't you like build up superstars like the U.S. title, the Intercontinental Championship, or
then the main championship?
Yep. Then
the mid card, then the main.
Yeah, they should have done that first, and then face Rollins for the number one contendership.
Kind of like what Triple H did with Keith Lee and down in NXT, where they had him win the NXT North American Championship and then the NXT Championship.
Yep.
And kind of keeping the next one with the Mysterio family, as you both know, the almost the whole Mysterio family was at SummerSlam. 3 out of the 4 members was at SummerSlam. Where was the 4th? Being Aaliyah. Aaliyah was on Raw. Why couldn't she be at SummerSlam?
Good question.
Because I thought about this. What they could have done with Aaliyah was basically the same thing as what they did with Angie. Show her backstage with Ray and Dominic, and then had Angie walk out like she did at SummerSlam. Then within 5 minutes, had Aaliyah walk out on the other side of the ramp.
Yeah, I didn't really watch Raw, so because I already know who won the main event, which is Randy Orton, which is like Which is stupid. Well, why would you have him in a triple threat match when Drew McIntyre said you'll get a title match down the line?
Well, Randy didn't want it to be just given to him.
Yeah.
He wanted it. He said that he didn't want it out of pity,
Yeah.
and he believed that Drew McIntyre was just giving it out of pity.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Retribution attacks on Raw?
Well, I think they're great because it's a new stable, and we really don't know who they are.
No.
Well, I was talking about this past episode of Raw, where they
Oh, I didn't see it. So
and there was a tornado tag match in between Andrade and Angel Garza versus the Street Profits, and about midway through the match, the lights started to flicker, and here comes Retribution and attacking, but not until Angel Garza left the arena with Demi. What was her name, Greg? You know,
She was some blonde-headed chick. She's
her
gorgeous.
her name's Demi, but I forget her last name.
Yeah, she was on that show, The Bachelor, I think.
The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
holy shit! Seriously?
Then of course, after they attacked, they left, went to commercial. When he came back, they showed Angel Garza and Demi, and Demi was concerned about Angel leaving his tag team partner, and then of course the Street Profits, Angelina Vega, out there, and he said that he was more concerned about her health and safety than he was about them. And then, of course, they would Retribution would come through this door, and he would stand there for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then Angel Garza would run off and leave her.
Yeah.
Then she would stand there for about maybe 5 to 10 seconds, and then she would start running.
Yep.
Which is completely stupid if you're concerned about her health and safety. Shouldn't he grabbed her arm and had her running with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Stu Bennett, a.k.a. Wade Barrett, on the NXT commentating team?
He's doing a really good job.
Yes.
He's going to be horrible, but he has a voice for it.
Say he was on the NWA commentary team, and I thought he was great for the NWA. And I think that he could be like a modern version of Lord Alfred Hayes.
Right.
Because of them coming from over in England, or I should say United Kingdom.
Yep.
But I will say that Wade Barrett, or Stu Bennett, whatever you want to call him, has more of a voice for the commentary team than what Lord Alfred Hayes did.
Yeah.
But I have seen a rumor where Stu is being rumored to be part of Retribution. So it might not last long for him being on commentary.
Okay. All right.
What's your thoughts on the NXT Fatal 4-Way 1 hour Iron Man match on NXT?
Too long. And they didn't really do it. It was too long, and everyone had 1 point, but the last minute, Adam Cole got the second point.
A stupid finish. That's what I'm going to call that.
I think it was too long myself. I think they should have kept it at a 30-minute Iron Man match instead of an hour. And if we did it that way, then at least they could have got a few more matches in before that match, and it would have been never that long.
Yeah.
Because from a fan's perspective, who wants to sit through an hour match?
Not me.
And say if you watch it, if it's on TV like that one was, you just had to sit through probably about 45 minutes worth. But if it was on pay-per-view, it's a full hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
But getting into the last topic I have, I thought we would do a little bit of AEW and WWE comparison because this person on Twitter, because I'm not sure if you've seen the Wrestling Rampage's video, where they did the exact same thing of this person on Twitter, is at Mark Elite, where he said gave certain AEW superstars and said that he was modern gods from the WWE. What do you think of the MJF being the modern day The Rock?
He's all right.
Yeah, he's a okay talker.
I don't think MJF is no Rock.
No.
No, he's not.
So I don't see why this guy thinks that he is the modern day Rock. What about Jon Moxley equals Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I like Jon Moxley. Great wrestler, all right talker, but I like him.
Yep, me too.
He's no Steve Austin though.
Yeah.
Nope.
This person says Jericho equals Hogan.
Nope.
No way that Jericho and Hogan has any similarities at all.
Nope.
What about Orange Cassidy equals Triple H? I say hell no.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And say I hate Orange Cassidy with a passion.
I do too.
He has no charisma.
Yeah, he has no charisma. He has no talent, and basically he just goes in there and barely kicks him, or has his hands in his pockets and does a damn fucking dive.
He looks like he doesn't want to be there.
The next one he says is Kenny Omega, is Bret Hart, and Ric Flair.
No.
Nope.
How is Kenny Omega, Bret Hart, and Ric Flair?
Absolutely not.
Has Kenny Omega won a title except for now? I'm talking about in AEW. Has he won like a singles title? No.
Nope.
Has he won it for 16 times? No.
He hasn't even won it for 10 times.
Exactly.
And this, going from Kenny Omega to his tag team partner, Hangman Adam Page, he says that Hangman equals Cena and HBK.
No.
Hangman? No.
No way. There's no comparison to Hangman Adam Page and John Cena or Shawn Michaels.
Nope.
And Darby Allin equals Undertaker.
No.
If anyone should be at least kind of compared to Undertaker, should be the Fiend Bray Wyatt because of the mystique behind the character of the Fiend.
Yeah.
But not Darby Allin.
No,
not Darby Allin, but I sort of see it. I sort of don't.
There's no mystique behind Darby Allin.
Nope, there's not.
And like I said, the only one that at least has the mystique, like the Undertaker once had, is defending Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Next one, Phoenix equals Rey Mysterio.
Ray Phoenix? Sort of. Not really.
Yeah, not really.
And say, I don't see it at all because he doesn't move at all like Rey Mysterio. I guess he's just comparing these two because they're both from a luchador.
Wear a mask, yeah.
Now, the next one, I will agree with him if you're talking about like the 97-98 version. And they're talking about he's compared the Young Bucks to the Hardy Boys.
I can see it.
I can see it if you're talking about the 97-98 version. And say if you're talking about the 99 to present Hardy Boys, no.
No.
97-98 version, yeah.
Yep.
But I don't see it any else. And that was the last one that he's compared, and that's the last last topic I have. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about?
I'm all good.
Well, I was watching the NXT match. Don't you think Finn Balor just should have won that match? You have like 5 seconds left. The referee can't count 3 and like. The referee cannot count 3 in 3 seconds. You just can't.
If he got him covered at 5 when there was 5 seconds left,
yeah.
I would say, yeah, they should have went ahead and had Adam Cole get another pinfall. But he didn't really get him covered at all until the count of 4.
Mm-hmm.
So really, Finn Balor should just won that match.
Yeah.
Now, if Adam Cole actually got him turned over by when there was 5 seconds left, then fine, go ahead and have it tied, but no way else.
Yep. Yeah, but that's everything that I have. What do you think about well, Donnie is happy, but what do you think about Brock Lesnar not getting signed ever again?
I love it. I just love it. I hope he just stays at home on his damn fucking couch and suck his wife's tits and milk the damn fucking cows and watch the Little House on the Prairie.
What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, he was never there, and WWE was paying him so much money to do one match.
It was paying him just to stay at home.
Yeah.
And this is the only pay-per-view he was on that it was not a Big 4 pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
And John Cena could have won this match if it wasn't for Rollins.
Say, really, I just hope he just stays at home and doesn't go anywhere. And if he wants to go anywhere, go to UFC.
Yeah.
See, he can stay off my TV screen.
Well, they do want John Jones versus Brock, so and plus I don't watch UFC, so
yeah.
Exactly. That's why I don't watch UFC, so he can stay go to UFC, and so he can stay off my TV screen.
like I said in I think the past video, what do you think about Jeff Hardy and Sami Zayn?
For me, if they're going, since they brought Sami Zayn back with the Intercontinental Championship, but they need to do something similar to what they had in 1994 with Bret Hart and Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
Where they have to, it comes down to a match in between the champion and then Sami Zayn, and to find out the a undisputed Intercontinental Championship or champion.
Yep.
But I do think AJ Styles is going to be somehow involved in the match, though.
Yeah.
Because he wants that rematch.
And didn't Shane McMahon say no rematch clauses? Where's that 4 years later? Nowhere.
Me, I don't think they should have completely banned that idea. But I think they should have said, for as far as rematch clauses go, you get one rematch.
And that's it.
And that's basically it.
Yeah.
And say the match, if you lose the championship, you get the rematch, and if you get the rematch, that former champion gets one more rematch, and after that the third match, there's no more in between the two.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to end it there. So you guys want to give your socials and YouTube channel?
I'm on Facebook, Gregory Kramer. I'm on Twitter, The Real Gregory K. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Kramer 1. I'm on YouTube, Gregory Kramer, and GK Kramer 123.
I am at YouTube as Porter Unboxings. I'm on Facebook as Patrick Porter. I'm on Instagram as Patrick Porter 204, and I'm on Twitter as Patrick Porter. So I guess that's it, guys.
And you can hit me up on Facebook, Donnie Langston, and on Twitter and Instagram at Donnie Langston 5. See you guys next time.